U.S. reaches out to China as Donald Trump seeks tariff negotiations. Report. The U.S., through Donald Trump, has contacted China through several channels to restart tariff talks amid economic strain and shrinking trade activity. The United States, through U.S. President Donald Trump, has contacted China through several diplomatic channels in an effort to begin tariff negotiations. According to a report from Chinese state-affiliated media, the outreach signals a new attempt by the U.S. administration to reopen trade discussions amid ongoing economic challenges and strained relations. Multiple U.S. efforts to initiate contact with China. According to Yu Yuan Tantian, a Weibo account linked to China Central Television (CCTV), the United States has reached out to China in recent weeks. The account cited unnamed sources familiar with the matter, but did not provide detailed information on the nature of the communications or the officials involved. The report suggests that the U.S. President, Donald Trump, has used multiple communication lines to initiate talks over the wide-ranging tariffs it previously imposed on Chinese goods. These tariffs have remained a central issue in the ongoing trade dispute between the two nations. Officials in Washington have not yet confirmed the details of the reported outreach, but related statements from U.S. leaders suggest active interest in restarting discussions. Donald Trump administration signals desire for talks. President Donald Trump has not stopped stressing the need to work with China on trade. While discussing it at the cabinet meeting, Trump mentioned some figures suggesting that cargo turnover between the two countries declined recently. He opined that this could force Beijing to come to the negotiating table. During the meeting, the president asserted, "We want China to do well, but we also want to be treated fairly." He also stated that he would like to directly address Chinese President Xi Jinping in the future, but did not state when this is likely to happen. On Tuesday, U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said that Beijing needs to make the first move to de-escalate the tensions in the trade field. He said this in response to Trump's remark that if China wants peace, then it has to turn to the U.S. to make the first move. Chinese media describes U.S. as the eager party. In its report, Yu Yuan Tantian noted that China sees the United States as the more eager party at the moment. The Post stated that China will continue to observe developments and wait for the U.S. to show meaningful measures before entering formal discussions. The report also referred to economic and political pressure facing the Trump administration, including the recent contraction of the U.S. economy. Government data confirmed that the economy shrank during the first quarter of the year, marking the first decline since 2022. Sharp increase in imports before new tariffs were implemented contributed to the downturn. Chinese analysts, cited by local media, stated that Beijing does not currently feel the need to respond unless there is evidence of real change in U.S. policy. These comments suggest that any new dialogue will depend on clear moves by Donald Trump. Economic pressure builds in Washington. According to the most recent statistics, consumer spending in the U.S. has gone down, and trade is also experiencing a slump. This has stirred some uneasiness and may be contributing to this revived effort towards negotiation with the Chinese. If this easing remains, analysts predict a massive recovery in the crypto market due to positive sentiment among traders. The White House is also trying to implement new approaches for the regulation of trade. One of the recommendations is the utilization of funds from the tariffs to purchase digital currencies like Bitcoin. However, being still in the discussion stage, this plan has drawn attention among the market analysts and policymakers. At present, there is no confirmed meeting scheduled between U.S. and Chinese officials. However, both sides appear to be watching each other closely as the global trade environment remains uncertain.